Sorry about that. Crash Out Thursday. Crash Out. Let's go.
Check out my
I like to see you up.
I'm letting knowledge be born.
I like to see you that you're up.
AKA I am not like the rest of them. I'm not on
Why, thank you, Ted. Said, you got to come in.
My melodies in the code for every next episode.
Hey, Said.
Ready to explode. I keep the mic at Fahrenheit.
Today's Crash Out Thursday. I need. There's a lot of Crash Out news, man.
Like a poet, keep you going when the flow is smooth enough. You know it for rough. That's why the mural on my story I tell a B. Nobody.
Just hilarious. Oh my God. Everybody's crashing out.
So what am a microphone?
I'm gonna send you a link, man.
One of these forms, so they don't have to scream. I couldn't wait to take them.
I'm gonna send you the link, man.
That's crazy. Let my melody play. Then the record suggested I'm dropping bombs, but I say peace.
Yo, this Kanye. What the?
And I'll break when I'm through breaking. I'll leave you broke. Drop the mic when I'm finished and watch it smoke. So stand back. You wanna rap all of that and wait.
Party people in the place to be. Here we go on
what the hell's going on?
Just ice on the mic. The one they call DMX on the beatbox for your 4 minutes of pleasure. Wind it up.
Latoya. Crash out.
Wind it out.
Motherfuckers crashing out. What the hell?
Wind it out.
Let me get some music.
Come on, clap your hands, wind it up.
Good morning.
Clap your hands. Keep it out while I tell you like this.
She don't need the tea. All you gotta do is show up. It's crazy. The tea's making itself. The tea's making itself today.
I was walking down the block into my side next homeboy DMX. So what the heck? So
oh my God.
This girl that I never saw before, but in my heart should be adored and can't afford and never ignored. It's a guaranteed love that.
No Just Sykes for y'all. Let's go.
Daydreaming hard and really getting in and fantasizing my life for 1 or 2 minutes. Then my man DMX just stopped and said,
Yo, stop fronting and use your head.
So,
good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? Brycey, get ready. I can get you up out of here. Motherfuckers is crashing out. Let's go. Oh my God.
Check it out. MCMI, people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the suckers that's down with
this
me.
internet got them. I'm telling you.
That's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far down the road to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank
this was done by really Daddy-O did this. Daddy-O did this week. From what I heard. From what I understand, Daddy-O did this week.
What more can I say?
I didn't want to take credit for it.
That's what we did. Got it good. Since you understood, would you stop scheming and looking hard? I got a
great big bodyguard.
So step up if you want to get hurt.
Shout out to my man Vaughn.
He's gonna pull this skirt. I get money I got. Stunts call me honey if they feel
crash
real
out.
hot. That's how it is. You
man.
Kids. I stole your girl while you were in prison. Jail for MC assault. You was jealous, it's all your fault. Milk is chillin', Giz is chillin'. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good. And since you understood, would you?
Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling on Crash Out Thursday? Wow. A lot of crashing out today.
I used to be in love with this guy named Sam. I don't know why, cause he had the head like that of a clam. But you couldn't tell me nothing, cause Sam was number one. Cause to me, oh my gosh, he was 1 in a million. I should've knew the consequences right from the start. That he'd use me for my money and didn't break my heart. But like a fool in love, I fell for this game. But I got mine, so I show no shame. And Empire went his eye, and then he kept walking. All of those who live in Brooklyn know just what I'm talking. The roller disco, where we all used to go. Just to have some fun back in 1981. You know the place, Empire full of artists, where I first saw the nigga and he tried to play hard, but I knew the deal cause I knew his brother Jerry. And Sammy just broke up with his girlfriend Terry. So Terry introduced Sam and I'm that night. He said, hello, my name is Sam. I said, hi, my name is Mike. We yipped and we yapped and we shit and we chat about this cat from Sneakers to Hat. He said, look, I'm in the mood for love. Simply because you're
I'm gonna bring you in right at the top of the show with Kimmy. Y'all gonna come in together. Oh man, we need this energy today. Crash Out Thursday. Show. Did you hear the double down though, Said? Hold up. I'm gonna bring you in for a second. Hey, Said, did you hear the doubling down though? The doubling down is crazy. Turn your phone sideways so it's right. The doubling down is crazy. He didn't even stop. I'll get you out of here. Yo, the doubling down is crazy.
The bridge is over. Bye-bye. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Hey, hey, hey. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Bye-bye. The bridge is over.
What the hell?
You see me coming in, he dance with the flipper sensi. Down with the sound called BD.
We need some KRS-One just to level this shit out.
You can't sound like Shan or
the one Marley. That is Marley, me rhyme me like the
picking up the mic, man, them don't know what to say. Saying hip hop started out in
Is it a full moon?
Saying lines like that, man, you know them can't live. So tell them again, me come to tell them again. Tell them again, me come to tell them again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alimambia Shakur. Where you from, Alimambia?
Me come to tell them. Manhattan keeps on making it.
Brooklyn
keeps on taking it.
Bronx
creating it.
Queens
keeps on faking it.
Oh, now we never forget about the beginning. We was at the beginning. Yes, sir. We was at the beginning.
Here's an example of KRS-One. They wish the battle be the people they cannot.
There you go.
They must be on the dick of hope. We just got the rock card. We don't complain. Brother, we play the
game. Where your family from? I mean, Alimambia Shakur is not a. No, like I wouldn't know that came from Brooklyn. That had to be family came from somewhere. I just want to know how deep this hip hop thing goes around the world. Good morning, let's go. Salute. Like I was actually at Union Square when they did this.
I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Music orientated, so when hip hop was originated, I did it like pieces of puzzles, complicated. Cause I grabbed the mic and try to say yes, y'all. They try to take it and say that I'm too small. Cool, cause I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull a plug, then I jet. Back to the lab without a mic to grab. So then I add all the rhymes I had, one after the other one. Then I make another one to diss out opposite, then ask if the brother's done. I get a craving like I fiend for nicotine, but I don't need a cigarette. Know what I mean? I'm raging, creeping up the stage, and don't it sound amazing? Cause every rhyme is made and thought of, cause it's sort of an addiction, magnetized. Mixing vocals, vocabulary,
Lincoln Heights.
Just stuck in. The mic
oh yeah, Orangeburg, South Carolina. There you go. Salute to all my Geechee people down there, all the color Geechees down South Carolina. What up?
My thoughts are God.
Yes.
48 tracks to slide.
My sister Constance Lewis. We love you. We love you, sis. Let's go, y'all. Good morning. I'm to the building. The morning emails, all you males and females. 555 in the morning. We good. Crash Out Thursday. We crashing out. No, it's not Reggae Wednesday. It's Crash Out Thursday. Oh no, it's not. It's Crash Out Thursday. That's what this is.
From the L to the O to the B.
They crashing out today. Everybody. Good morning, Kim. Get your butt in here. We going in early today. I got set lined up already. We going in early today. I'm gonna do this song over. MOP gonna do the song over.
The words love and light both have both
letters.
but they're two different things
all together.
Cause I've liked many ladies
in my day.
But just like the wind, they've all blown away. See, to love someone, it's an atmosphere that you both still share when one's not there. There's no real way it can be explained. I guess it's the way I smile when I hear your name. It's the little things you do that means so much. It's the kid you put into
oh my God, we
touch.
crashing
It's
out
the
today.
way I trust you and you trust me. I guess some of us are so lucky. I was known for having the upper hand. I was known as
Stone Cold Lazy's man.
If it wasn't for you, I'd be that way still. But lately, there's a change in Jalil. Though my friends play games and tease me a lot, I know I'm more than happy with what I've got.
I'm gonna sneak the line
and
for
go
y'all.
to work, see all day long. I stay alert until
the M
and close the door.
O
when I
P.
Trust me, have I been so lucky? Just one love.
Yeah. 558 in the morning, unction in the building, the morning email. Let's go, y'all. Good morning. This is Crash Out Thursday. Yo, so much crazy shit going on today, man. This is straight crash out. It's gotta be a full moon, though. Yo, it's gotta be a full moon because there's no way that, hey, said, I'm even gonna leave. I'm not even gonna snap on Set at all today. Set, this is a snap-free day. I'm not snapping off Set today because I need him focused on all this crash out information that's happened today.
Party people's in the place to be.
Now Lindsay might say some bullshit, but Lays is not snapping on Set today.
MC.
Shout out to my man Cool Key, says he ultramagnetic. TR love you, brother. Let's go.
Party people's in the place to be. Just for you, it's the ultramagnetic. And
I'ma try, but Said be bait me. Said don't ever give me no slack. He always walk me into the shit.
Party people's in the place to be. Just for you,
I'm staying focused. I'm staying focused today. This is Crash Out Thursday. Charleston White. We got Lincoln, Ohio. We got Black Militia. It's Crash Out. Let's go. So much information today. Let's go get them. Yes, that always is. No, That focused today too. He focused. We are all focused today. The morning emails, all emails and emails. 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. First day of spring today. Let's go. Turnover change. Let's go, spring. Let's get them. Come on. They need to play more Houdini. Good morning. How y'all feel out there?
Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. Friends,
crash them out. I need to put that in capital letters.
How many of us have them? Friends, before we go any further, let's be friends.
Word we use every day. Most of the time we use it in the wrong way. Now you can look the word up again and again, but the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friends. And if you ask me, you know I couldn't be much help, because a friend's somebody you judge for yourself. Some are okay and they treat you real cool, and some mistake your kindness for being the fool. We like to be with some because they're funny. Others come around when they need some money.
Time to bring y'all asses back to the East Coast.
Away, and you're still real close to this very
spring in New York. Let's go.
Boys, through the summer, winter, spring,
it's gonna be cold for about a week.
And then there's some we wish we never knew at all. And this list goes on
first week,
again and again. But these are the people that we call friends.
Come on, Queens. Queens, get the money. Let's go get them. Come on. What up, Glaze? They crashing out here, Glaze. It's got to be a full moon. Something's happening because even my son, my oldest son, is crashing out. I was like, yo, what are you doing, man? What's wrong with you? Well, when I'm able to tell that story, y'all gonna go, oh my God.
The house tonight. He just came from off tour. They want to tell
Crash
you a
out.
story about where they come from.
MC Shan, Molly Mall, Juice Crew, what up?
You love to hear the stories.
Fly Top, Mr. Magic.
All got started way back when.
Roxanne
The
Shantae,
monument is right in your face.
Fuji Rap, Big Daddy Kane, you know what it is, Bismarck Keys. R.I.P. TJ Swan, let's go. Scuba Scrap Lover, what up?
Hip hop was set out in the dark. They used to do
Granddaddy
it out in the
IU,
park.
what up? Rest in
Every
peace,
said his
love
name
you.
and rang it. These brothers made you get loose. They was down with the brother called
Crazy.
Cousin Bruce. They used to jam in the center. You had to pay so you could enter.
Oh, glamorous. R.I.P. DJ Polo, absolutely. Love Polo. Good dude. My man Vaughn. Oh, it's crazy, boy. I was about to say Vance Price. Yeah, Vance Price, my man, too. I didn't know Rob was going to bring all that.
I came in the door. I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no
I
more.
think
But
he
it's
started
inviting
the crash
me,
out
inviting
week.
me, inviting me to rhyme. I can't hold it back.
So my man crashed out this week. My man Rob Garris crashed out this week, so I guess that we
Makes it seem like
started
a
the
thought
crash out.
took years to build, but still say a rhyme after the next one. Prepared, never scared, I'll just bless one. And you know that I'm the solo whiz, so Eric B, make a clap to this.
This is a journey into sound.
Wow. Only real hip hoppers understand this beat right here. Only real hip hoppers understand classic golden era hip hop. Know what this beat used to do to the club. They are only real hip hoppers know what this beat did.
This is a journey into sound. A journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new
This
dimension,
is, we call
new
this
depth.
MPV work right here. Benzie Box work right here. Let's go. Big speakers in a Suzuki Jeep beat right here.
When all is ready, I throw this switch. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
I still don't know what she was saying. Only real hip hop dudes know this beat right here.
Please, would you mind saying that again?
R.I.P. Bismarck, let's go, come on. Let's go get him this morning. Crash out Thursday.
I want to. I like to introduce myself. My name is Bismarck Key, and well, I'm the human drug called Bismarck Key. Making music all the way is my specialty. When I go, I want to. Girls get excited.
I know about that biz
My
band.
lyrics they wanna recite. I'm on the you're in the mood. Just go with the flow, and I can play rapping records and all disco. Like
Peter Billy Jean, Michael Jackson on the Track 3 record. We call
action when you hear me. You will be shocked and amazed. It's the brand new thing they call the human beatbox craze.
Wow. R.I.P. TJ Swan, we love you, brother. Come on, let's go.
These is my These is my
Let's go, come on. Oh, let's work it out. Let's go, come on. Let's put y'all back in the clubs. Let's go. Crash Out Thursday. We crashing out today. I'm ready to do the Webo. Let's go. What up, CI? What up, East New York? Let's go. Tony D, what's good? The original Bad Boys, East New York, what's good? Y'all don't even know what this is.
You know what they say, honey? Those ain't balloons in the water. Oh, you better watch
Y'all don't even know what this is.
No good, I tell you.
Crash them out. Oh my God, we're gonna crash out today. Let's go, y'all. Right seat. Right seat. Over here, let's go. Come on, boy, let's go.
Miscellaneous, also incompleted. The way I'm acting towards you is the form of conceited. All the skills that I progress, cause straight from the mind, combine all the usage of technology.
Let's go, come on.
A force from a boss, prepared to take a loss. I'm MCLA prove that I'm feeder, of course. Yes, I'm back with the new type of style of rap. You don't believe
6:09 in the morning. Get your ass in here. Let's go.
You would try it any your way.
We going in early today.
Break my law on the face. You will have tears in your eyes, start to pop it inside. To the master who I am, or respect you and mine. Cause you a sucker from the east side. I'm from uptown, BED, better known as the Boogie Down. So why don't you just chill, enjoy the sensation. The new style of rap is from the new generation.
I'm the king of rock, the empire. Fucking MCs, you call me sire.
The greatest two-man group of all time.
I won't stop rocking till I
Let's go.
Now we rock the party, it comes correct. All cuts are on time, and rhymes connect. Got the right to vote, and we'll elect. And other rappers can't stand us, but give us respect.
That's the Rambo. I know about the Rambo. Ouch, I hurt my shoulder. There you go. Oh, I'm fucking y'all up this morning. I'm fucking y'all up this morning. Let's go, come on. Oh my God! Kimberly, get your ass in here. Let's go.
2 years ago,
A friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme.
so I said the
Rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was deaf and then it went this way.
took a test to become an MC. And Orange became amazed at me, so inside, strapped to life. The ship drove off and we
Never came back.
Dave cut the record down to the bone. And now they got me rocking.
Oh my God.
And then we're talking autographs. Cheers and laughs, champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. This year, that's a life that I lead. And you sucker MC, it's you I feed. So take that and move back, catch a heart attack. Because there's nothing in the world that run no level like a cold. Repeater,
Piper,
Big Pepper,
let's go.
Dumpty,
fell
down.
Oh, this is crazy. Crash out.
Nimble,
We crashing out today.
Matt Smart, Fats Jacks on Jay's dick.
My little boy P. Cole lost her cheek. And Rip Van Winkle fell a hella asleep. And out of Chili Summer in Wonderland, Jack serving Jill bucket in his hand. And damn that stage licking at that sound. The turntable might wobble, but
They don't fall down. Oh my God. Come on, Kim.
Oh.
Child educator, Jam Mac J, king of the crossfader.
He's the better of the best believe he's the baddest.
Perfect timing when I'm a rhyming apparatus. Lot of guts.
When he cuts, girls move their butts.
His name is Jay.
Here's the play, he must be nuts.
Let's turn up this morning. Let's get it popping. Crashing out on Thursday.
Yo, what's up, Cookie? Yo, what
Let's
up,
get it
Set
going.
J? Yo, what's up,
Let's
Trav?
get the
What's up,
circle. Let's get the circle going. Where you at, Blaze? Where you at, school? Let's get the circle going.
Yo, what's up, Cookie? Yo, what up, Set J? Yo, what's up, Trav?
rooftop.
What's up, Sandman? Over there, he's ready to get bit.
Oh,
Yo,
chill
you know what? I like this beat you brought.
Yo, toast buddy.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take it into my ultra laboratory.
Work with
Hook
it,
it up.
man.
Yo,
Hook it up.
bust this. Now that's funky.
I know, I tell you,
Whoa,
boy.
let's go get it.
This is so funky that I'm gonna send
Turn
it
up.
back to the turntables and you gonna find the rest of the mix. Get it.
All right, watch me, Kim. All right, double. There we go. You know what I'm saying? You got to double it up, though. You got to like that, double. Double. Watch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, get it.
Girls, I got 'em
Shout out to my man Calente. Super Lover C. The choreographer, causing the Conky Double. Wow. Ricey, come on.
Brown.
Wow.
Love you and good luck.
Brown.
Love you too,
Brown.
This is Raw Perspective with your
Crash
host,
out.
the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott,
crash out
a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now, for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo.
I am strapped today.
Get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about. Come on, man. The information.
That's what we do. Information, mitigation, inspiration. And we might need to put on the seatbelts because today is Crash Out Thursday and Crash Test Dummy Thursday. This is crazy today. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
It's juicy.
What the hell's going on? That's all I just want to know. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, ladies.
Before we do anything, let's bring in, oh, man. Today, let me bring in Sed today. Good morning, Sed. Turn your
Good morning,
phone
Sed.
sideways, Sed. So
What? We got your face in the place.
Yeah. You're not, you're trying to make yourself look skinny. I said I was, no, you're right. You're right. I said, I promised that I'm calling a truce today.
Oh.
Yeah, the peace treaty today because the crashing out is so incredible today that I don't even want to sidetrack it, ranking on Sed's beard. I don't want to do that today.
Sad, come sad.
I'm not going to do that today. Oh man, I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to
He's like Israel, always promising a ceasefire and then dropping bombs.
Dropping bombs in the ceasefire. No. Let me just say this to y'all. First, a good morning, Sed. My friends are better than yours. A great show he has on the internet now. He's out there doing some great things. Sed, an industry insider, does a lot of amazing things and knows a lot of amazing stuff. I just have to, before we get going today, let me just go to Sed real quick. Sed, did you expect Thursday to be Crash Out Thursday the way it's being? But wait, Wednesday was Crash Out Wednesday last night.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so let's get to it.
There you go. See, yeah, I love that. I love the fact that you have no idea. Kimberly, I just want to say, let me just give you a little preempting. Jess Hilarious crashed out on the morning on the.
Now I haven't heard hers. I was too busy with the other ones.
yeah. Jess Hilarious crashed out on the morning show.
Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
What's the name of that show?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm a narcissist and I'm self-involved. I don't even want
on the on that show.
Whatever they do, just to get a rep. Whatever.
With Charlamagne and them.
Charlamagne and them over there, whatever. Crashing out. Fuck that. Anyway, yeah. So she crashed out, and let me tell you, I got to tell y'all why. This is what it is. Jess is
a mess.
Jess is not. She's not a. See, she's a great comedian, but she's not a great radio personality. Respect.
She can't read.
Right. I mean, she's a little ghetto. All right. It's a little bit ghetto. And
maybe her eyebrows are her eyelashes are in the way. That's why she can't read her eyelashes.
She also looks like, you ever seen Waylon and Madam? You seen the puppet Madam? Madam. Look at the puppet from Waylon and Madam. You can't tell me that doesn't look like. I mean, she's a good looking woman. I'm just saying. I'm starting slow today.
Oh yeah.
This is slow. I'm just want to put the picture up, and you tell me that's hilarious.
Where's her picture?
Watch this. You tell me that don't look like Jess Hilarious. Would you like me to get a picture of Jess Hilarious and put that up there? Do I need to get the picture of Jess Hilarious and put that up there?
You need to pray. You need to pray. That's what you need to do.
Do I need to get a picture?
We got to pray just to make it today. You got to pray.
I'm just saying.
That's still one of God's creatures. Leave it alone. and I mean creatures.
Creatures. Yo, AB called a Gargamel. I'm just saying.
Jeepers creepers.
So the lady, let's because we got so much to crash out today. But the lady who actually is good, Lauren, on the show. They're basically, when they move your replacement in
while you're there, it's like, you know what I'm saying? When a chick come in with a, is that why you bust that in?
This is my friend Glaze. Glaze is here. Glaze, good morning, Glaze.
Why did you do
What's
that?
up, Glaze?
Why did you do that?
Look at that.
We crashed it.
I'm out.
I'm out. You know I had to come with you to crash out on Thursday. You know
I'm out.
We crashing out today.
We crashing out today. I just want to say, hold on. Let me just share the screen again. Jess Hilarious. I want to leave that up there as long as we talk about Jess Hilarious. I
got a black shoe this time.
Oh my God. We are crashing. When Coco comes in, all I'm saying. Listen, I think she's hilarious.
Hell is awaiting.
Yo, hilarious.
Yo, welcome Instagram. We in trouble now.
Hi, Instagram.
When they move your replacement in, I mean, listen, if you want a signal that shit is going bad, it's when they move the person in and then tell you, no, everything's fine. No, we're good.
Oh, Jessica.
When you and your girlfriend together, and then all of a sudden the guy that she's putting together with you is moved into your house. The next dude has moved in to your house. At that point, you might want to start packing. Like, you know what? It might be time to go. It might be time to go. Oh my God! It's just she crashes out. You know what? Let's get to her. Well, let's see what she said. She crashed.
Yes.
I mean, in full internet, because that's how she started on the internet doing shit with Country Wayne and all this other shit she was doing.
Oh,
and,
Wayne got her real good. She stopped after that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Wayne checked her, and she pulled that shit down because she was like, "Wait a minute," because Country Wayne ain't no joke. You just don't fuck with Country Wayne. Oh man, let me just put this. Let me share this for you guys so to give y'all that. Look at this. We sharing shit now. There you go. Oh man,
come on now, come on with the share, Lays.
I don't want to share with Lays.
Shut up. We're not even at the big story yet. We're already crashing. We've crashed out already on this trip. We talking about the Black Militia in Ohio. That's another. They are not playing. They are not playing. They are not bullshitting. This is called fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all pardoning dudes with crashing out? Okay, well we gonna show you what crash.
We're gonna show you the real crash out.
We gonna show
How
you
about that?
Oh man, we love everybody.
Wait. Glaze, when did you get out? Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When you
not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm talking, like not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Just Hilarious is quiet, it's some other reason. I always got my mouth open. All the time.
You always do.
Ran like a high school.
Always.
It is. Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
Fair East Side
Before Mr. Clark, though. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work. You ain't at work. Yeah. I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
See, now.
No, act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all like.
Oh my
God. We really.
What you mean we don't have your back?
I have more.
Break that down. Explain how we don't have your back.
Okay. All right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing.
Okay, she's crashed out.
She need to go. She need to go. Laura's better anyway.
She's better. Listen, I just want to say, just this thing where we feel as if somebody owes us something. The bottom line is you got to make people like you. If people don't like you, then you can't blame Charlamagne and Envy. You know, Envy is doing the Puerto Rican thing. He's like,
blame Envy. Let's blame Envy.
Let's blame Envy. Why you want to blame Envy?
Let's just blame him. Fuck it.
Yeah. He's like
Let's
an
just blame
easy
her
target.
speech coach. How about the fact that she can't talk? How about that? How about that? Every time I turn on the radio in the morning and I hear her, I got to turn it off because I can't stand the way she sounds. At least Laura London speaks English. I don't know what Jesse's speaking.
I mean, it's a sexy red impression that has gone haywire. I just want to say, and listen, it's just the writing's on the wall for the Breakfast Club with her, and it's time for her to go. Listen, Lauren is probably easy. Lauren is probably hungrier, easier to deal with. She's probably better looking, easier to deal with, hungrier, and some. Listen, people want to be able to work with you. Just all right. I just want to say this to Jess Hilarious, and I don't want her to get mad because the more madder she gets, the more she looks like Madam from Waylon and Madden. You see the picture. Hold on a second. Hi, Jess.
She looks just like that thing, man. That's hilarious.
This is Lindsay. Just stop being so angry all the time. Sometimes you gotta realize it ain't all about you, B.
Not Lindsay.
It ain't about you, Jess, and you look like Waylon Puppet from Waylon and Madam. That's what you look like. That's what you look like, Jess.
That's what you look like.
That's what you look like. Listen, at the end of the day, Jess had she's not that hilarious. Shut up.
No, she's not hilarious, y'all.
We crashing out today. All I'm saying to you is, listen, stop acting like shit is owed to you. All right, this business don't owe nobody nothing. You got to show up every day. She said she wasn't showing up, and you're saying on the show, life is better for you outside of the. When you tell,
okay,
listen. When you tell your lady, right, go outside then. When you tell your lady, I'm happier without you, then that might be time to go. I'm just.
Yep. Bye, Jess.
Bye, Jess. You got to say bye to Jess. And I'm not even saying that she won't have a great career, but maybe it wasn't a good fit. You understand what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
They knew that.
It wasn't.
She acted like she started the shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, you're not Run DMC, okay? You're not the Wu-Tang Clan that started some shit. Now y'all I gotta go back. I gotta fuck with RZA.
She brought no value, man. She brought no value to the show. No value to the show.
Right, and if she's not bringing, in other words, Will's Pills, who own this show, actually, if you really want to.
Oh no!
Right, the Will's Pills who own the show, don't hold on for a second.
Not Will's Pills.
Just hilarious. I want to speak for the Will's Pills who own the morning show at iHeartRadio.
I don't think it's called the morning show.
The Breakfast Club. Ain't no way that they your friends, B. They not your friends. They not your friends.
B.
Not your friends.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yo, motherfucker said you can't crash out and squat at the morning show. There's a no squatting rule at the Breakfast Club. You can't go there and squat. Glaze, what do you think about this whole job? Before I get let's go to Glaze. Good morning, Glaze. How you? Welcome to the morning show, Glaze.
Hey, Glaze.
Hey, Glaze, you like the music when I went old school? When I started hitting those old school joints?
Look at these two.
I have claimed the peace treaty with Said today. I am not. No jokes about Said today.
Yes, I'm not gonna snap on Said today at all.
Not messing with the beard.
Said I love you. I'm not snapping. No snap.
Even if it needs a shape up. Even if the beard needs a shape up, I won't mess with the beard.
Even if Cornell West needs a shape up, I'm not gonna mess with him.
Not Cornell.
Even if he looks like an Israelite, I don't.
Jealousy is one hell of a emotion.
That's right, Said. That's right.
I get it. You don't have the hair, the smile,
that's right.
The looks. I get it.
Yeah,
I let y'all
we love your dimples. We love your dimples. You got your dimples too. Okay, we got you.
Big Said bringing short, dark skin back again. All right, Glaze.
Yo, Just Hilarious is a mess.
Yes, the
best.
best.
Talk about that situation. I once again, every time I hear in the morning, I cringe, yo. I can't stand somebody on the radio who cannot speak. The worst thing in the world is to have everybody listening to you and you can't talk.
Right, there you go.
Take that shit to Baltimore.
We've seen this happen on the morning emails. On multiple. Good morning, Troy. How you feeling? Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's fun.
Laura.
Sometimes it's
fun. Laura is great. I think they need to keep her. I think Jess needs to go back to B-more, wherever she's from. Maybe
Baltimore.
We don't want to hear that. We don't want who wants to hear that.
Or just go back to the internet. Go back to the internet. Yeah, and just keep doing skits, which we were very good at the skits. You know,
there's always work at the post office.
Yo, people love to see ignorant shit for like 2 seconds. But long 5 minutes is too much.
Yeah,
too much.
We can't keep you. You couldn't hold an audience for the hours, however long the morning show was on. And listen, at the end of the day, Charlemagne is a great broadcaster. Envy has learned to be a great broadcaster. He has timing. See, broadcast is timing and all the things that you need to learn to be a broadcaster. And these guys have learned and they worked on their craft. You just can't walk in there a year ago and go, everybody don't like
it. She's been there for like 2 days.
Yeah. She sounds like the nigga from the Fat Albert. Come on, get out of here.
Corey Holcomb has her. Listen, well, he does her impression
perfectly.
He wears her. He wears her.
But he's so right, yo. She's not hilarious at all. At all.
But you three are.
My question is, and this goes to Glaze. Listen, we understand we have relationships and everything, but I just want to know, Glaze, would you hit that? I just want to know, would you knock it down? Let's say if you wasn't in a relationship.
Smash or pass?
Yeah.
Well, hold up. You know, I just realized Glaze looks like CL Smooth's older cousin.
Oh, well.
That might not be a bad thing. He does. Yeah, he does. He looks a little like CL Smooth.
Come on, CL Smooth.
He looks like CL Smooth's older uncle.
Hold on, let me just get this. Just go out like a champ, Jess. Bryson.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was glamorous. That's glamorous right there.
That's glam right there.
Yeah.
That's glam hilarious right there.
Yeah, that's glam. I think that's the look she was going for.
Yeah. Well, you know, listen.
She achieved it. She achieved it because I'm crying when I see that. It looks just like her, man. The bad part is that the Muppet speaks better than she does.
It's a Muppet.
And look better.
And look.
Yeah, I talk for a second.
Are y'all saying it because the Muppet is white?
No, it's just that Jess is whack. That's the problem. I hated it ever since I first heard it on the radio. And I hate to say it. I'm not going to say it anymore. But I couldn't take it. That's the first time I really heard that level of ignorance on the radio. I didn't think they would do that.
I don't think I've heard one episode of that show since she's been on there. I'm used to Angela, what's her name?
Angela Yee.
But she has her own show. And I didn't know that until I saw her in her own show.
She comes on right after them.
You know Tupac is dead, right?
I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, Angela Lee, but Angela Lee was much better. Angela Lee spoke better. She knew how to captivate your ears. You know, this one here, man, she's just talking almost.
She had a nicer voice too, and she had a nicer voice. Listen,
and a nicer look.
Balls for her chin balls.
Who has balls for chin?
Balchinian.
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 From the Balchinian Mountains.
From the Balchinian Mountains. Listen, all I'm saying, as great as she great opportunity, she can rehash, come back again because she's got kind of a.
She can rehab, huh?
Yeah, rehab. You know, she could. The women, if she put a couple little Botoxes in some areas, she might can level out the face.
No. When a man is telling you get Botox, that's not good.
I'm just
Lucifer's looking at Lays like this.
No, listen. All I'm saying, listen, a guy Lays not wrapped into a relationship right now. I'd knock it down. I mean, I wouldn't keep it. I'd knock it down. I mean,
I'd knock it down the stairs. I ain't Get out the way. Move.
There you go. Knock her right down the steps. Kick her out.
Knock her right out the way. Move, bitch.
Right. Stay right there when I go to blackfacts.com real quick, guys. I got to do this because we're going to crash out today, so I got to do something good for a second.
Oh, now you want to do good.
Let's go to blackfacts.com, March 20th, 1915. It's the birthday of Rosetta Thorpe. And let me just play this so you guys can see it. Oh, man. This is
Rosetta Stone?
No. Oh, look. Pulling your best Jess hilarious compression right there. All right, anyway. March 20th, 1915. Rosetta Thorpe. That's exactly what you've been doing. No disrespect. Anyway, She was an American singer, songwriter, guitarist, recording artist. She attended popularity in 1930s and 1940s with the gospel recordings characterized by a unique mixture that was a precursor of today's rock and roll. Remember her playing the guitar and all that? She's like one of the first people to ever play the guitar. This is
I
rock.
was gonna say, good golly, Miss Molly.
That was stolen by the Wills Pills. Encouraged by her mother, Tharpe began singing and playing the guitar as little Rosetta Nubian. And look at it. At 1921, at age 6, Tharpe had joined her mother as a regular performer in a traveling evangelical troupe in performances that were part of sermon and part gospel concert before audiences across America, or the American South. Boy, I'm trying to get through this so fast. At the age of 23, Tharpe recorded the first time. Her songs caused an immediate furor. Many churchgoers were shocked by the mixture of gospel-based lyrics and secular-sounding music. But her secular audiences loved her. There you go. There's videos of her out there playing the guitar, killing that shit. She influenced early rock and roll musicians, including Little Richard, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, and Jerry Lee Lewis. And Elvis wasn't really a musician, to be honest with you. In May 2018, Tharpe was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as an early influence. They always do it after you die, but you never get the money while you're alive. How about that? For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery. All right?
Hey, ladies, can I jump in there real quick?
Yes.
Schoolie D is being honored in the Philadelphia Walk of Star Fame.
We love Schoolie D.
Yeah, for
Nice.
PSK and
PSK and looking at my Gucci and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's all right. So let's get to the 400-pound gorilla in the room this morning. If anybody,
Blaze.
I knew it was coming.
Sorry.
I was
My
waiting
bad.
for it. Good timing. I thought it well.
My bad.
You see that? Seth can't help himself. I'm just telling you, that is like Seth needs therapy. He can't. He's got to do it. You can't leave the opening. He's gonna come in with it.
No, it's perfect. I gave him the alley-oop.
No, Lays gave me the alley-oop.
Yeah. Anyway, so our good friend Mr. Kanye West went crazy the other day, and let's read. Well, I don't want to read what he wrote, but he said some very terrible things about Hov and his children. He said some terrible things about really just talking about him potentially getting killed or whatever the case may be. Really just almost like dry snitching and indicting. And listen.
Oh, he's walking down Murder Road.
Yeah. My thing is, this business got people crashing out to the point where, I mean, it's just a micro. What's her name? Jess Hilarious is just a microcosm of Kanye West. To be honest with you, just Kanye West is the extreme version of a Jess Hilarious. Is when you think the music business or the entertainment business actually owes you something, to where that's how you get your attention. Well, this man probably needs some serious help. But now he's being allowed to just, he's out there. He's like almost like a rabid dog biting at everybody. And I'm really disturbed when you start bringing the children into it.
Yeah.
And for me, that really is. There's a line, like if you walk down the street and a crazy person is doing some crazy shit, punching himself, fuck it out, yelling and screaming. Well, I'm gonna let you know what happens. Me personally, if I'm walking with my kid and you doing that shit around a kid, there's a good chance you're gonna get your ass whooped. We're gonna whoop the crazy out your ass. If you really want to get the crazy beat out you, we'll beat the crazy right out you. I ain't fucking with you like that. Now, that being said, thank you.
There you go.
That being said,
I said the kids are off. What you say? The kids are off limits, and I think let's go to Seth real quick, because Seth probably had read up on this, and really, would you bring Kanye on My Friends Are Better Than Yours at this point?
I would actually, so I can yell at this dumbass and find out what's wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he's not my friend, so no.
No, he's not your friend. I don't think Kanye...
Obviously, he's not Jay-Z's friend either.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Well, first of all, let me just give you some insight. He wasn't Jay-Z's friend in the beginning. Remember, Kanye came through Dame Dash. Dame Dash was the one who discovered Kanye, Dame was the one. Is actually more like Dame Dash than Jay-Z. Dame Dash and Jay are two entirely different people, and which is even weird that they connected, right? But at the end of the day, Ye is more of a Dame Dash type than a Jay-Z type, and he just probably went with Jay. During the time the Rockefeller split, they gave the artists a choice. I was in these meetings. They said, which way you want to go? You want to go with Dame or Jay? We decided to go with neither. I said, no, we're just going to go over here someplace. We went to G Unit. But Kanye said, fuck it, I need a career. So he went with Jay because he saw the writing on the wall. He saw that Jay was going to get the best out of that particular situation. So he went with Jay. But they were never really a match as far as personality matching. But that being said, how am I getting
I
caught?
thought they were niggas in Paris together.
I said.
No, I said.
That being said.
But I knew that it would soon be a bad kind of thing because number one, I as a guy who knows Jay-Z, he doesn't like people trying to upstage a situation. And even though people talked about the Taylor Swift thing with Ye, Jay wasn't cool with that. Cuzzo wasn't cool with the whole Taylor Swift thing. There's other underlying altercations. All the stuff that can be managed in a relationship, but now I think the dude went too far. Even he would publicly talk about the marrying of Kim Kardashian as his version of Beyonce. It's weird that would be a comment. Like, how you gonna tell your man I'm marrying a woman just like what, in my opinion, my vision of what your wife is? I want to marry your wife. What, nigga? You want to marry my wife? Is that? Well, why don't you say it then? Why don't you say it then?
Yeah, so, it's sort of like a little brother that wants the same shirt as you have. Sort of like that.
It's a weird, psycho, almost single white female kind of relationship.
Oh, Lord, let's not talk about that stuff.
Yeah. But
because the stalker is crashing the fuck out too.
Everybody's crashing out today.
Yes. So, man.
Yeah. You're not crashing out. You're not crashing out, Seth. So let's go to Glaze. Glaze, give me your opinion on how do you feel about what this conversation is and your perspective.
I mean, all right. Let's go back. Like you said, two different people. We know Jay from. I mean, I remember from when Jay is the type of nigga that was always dragged around. He wasn't never a forefront nigga. He ran with Jazz. He ran with Kane. He ran with. You remember? What was he? Did Kane's birthday? He was that guy who was kind of under the wing, so to speak. The only reason Jay is where he is now is because of Dame. Dame is so forceful. He was that Harlem shit. Dame had that Harlem shit. Jay had that low-key Brooklyn shit. Not the Brooklyn shit that where there's two type of Brooklyns. There's low-key and then there's the rah-rah.
Lays. Oh, sorry.
Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Lays is kind of both. Lays is low-key, but rah-rah too. You don't want Lays is you don't want to fuck with him, but you don't know you can't fuck with him until you're knocked out and you're waking up. You're like, damn, Lays did that?
Yeah, but
that breakfast killing.
But to your point, I'm trying my best to stay focused. It could be said that the man had the components of greatness all along.
Definitely, that's why Dame.
Yeah, he had those components.
See, Dame believed in him more than he believed in himself at that time. He definitely had the greatness, and Dame saw that he had the greatness. And he was one of those people, like a natural hustler that has good crack. Yo, I know my crack is the best crack on the block. Right, he ran around with Jay like, yo, Jay is the best nigga out. Yo, that's my man. He's the best. He kept pushing that. He pushed him more than he pushed anything else.
Well,
Jay
I mean,
finally, Jay after a while, once Jay became who he was, now he took himself as who he is. And now became, I don't need Dame like that no more. And then you know how this business is. You got too many people in your ear. The Wills Pills is in your ear. People are going crazy. So that's bound to separate you.
All right. Well, I don't want to make it about. See, what I don't want to make it about is the Jay and Dame situation, because everybody's been through that. Or we know what that is.
Right.
But what we really want to, we just want to understand what was the dynamic and what kind of relationship that you have we're Cain and Abel almost with Kanye and Jay at this point, where you feel as if there's so much pain in what you're dealing with that you actually love and hate this person so much that you're getting to the point where you're doing anything, almost to the point where we're talking about the man kids, which I believe is at that point, that is the last.
I think he's coming from a place of being hurt. And I think it's like what Kim said with him almost being a little brother type of thing. Let's go back. Remember Ye? Ye was another one who wasn't accepted at first. He was always in the corner. He did the beats. Nobody respected him as an MC.
Yep.
He was another one to drag along until he was able to get into the lab and do things, and they really realized who he was.
Could it be said? Could it be that there's no amount of success that could satisfy this young man? There's no amount of success that you can have. Arguably, the most successful and even more successful financially, I guess, in some ways, than Cuzzo. And could it be that there's no amount of success that could satisfy this man? I mean, sometimes people are just so troubled that success and money is not the key because they don't have an inner happiness. They can't find their inner peace. And maybe it's that conversation. Kimberly, you can jump in on this.
The inner peace might come with lithium. Remember when?
Wait a minute.
Why are you bringing Mike Tyson into this?
I mean,
oh God.
I mean,
we
right?
don't
The
beef
inner
with
peace
Mike
might come
Tyson.
with
We
that.
don't want no beef with Cuzzo. We don't want no beef with 50. We at the morning emails don't want no beef with none of these dudes. And if y'all want to go beat up said at my friends are better than yours.
Oh no.
Go beat that. It's Mike Tyson. Go ahead, Kimmy.
I mean, I say that because this guy is looking for. It's almost like Elon Musk, which he seems to be down. Oh, that's right, Harry Balls.
That's his name, Harry Balls.
Harry Balls. That's Elon Musk now.
The United States name.
Harry Balls.
His name is Harry Balls. There you go. I just want to thank you. I want to thank America for being a complete asshole and allowing these ridiculous motherfuckers to run the country.
Everyone to see those hairy balls.
Yeah. but as you see, this is kind of like the same thing. Harry Balls, he seems to want a reaction from the Black community. Kanye has a reaction from everyone else except for the Black community. But now he figures, okay, what other way could I get a response? Why not talk about everybody's favorite cuz and his wife?
Right.
Now, I will say this. What he said this is not the first time that's been said. I mean, sorry, said. Damn it. Said.
We got another word. We don't keep saying said all day.
Said.
Another word. Crazy.
But that's the truth. What he's relayed.
Saying. I got you.
This is not the first time.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but people have wondered this before. Where are the babies? We see one baby that he brings out with Blue Ivy, and no one is talking about. Well, everyone is starting to murmur about where the little boy is and stuff. So it's not the first time somebody has said this stuff. So.
Yeah, but I mean, listen.
I mean, it's sad, and you want to leave the kids out of there, but also remember this.
You got to. Hold on, let me say this to you. You gotta leave the kids out of it. It's not.
You have to, but
number one, as a parent. See, now let's go to me being a parent. I'm a parent,
and I was bringing the parenting into this because something else going on, which is probably the reason why he was pushed into this lane over here.
What do you mean pushed into his lane?
He and Kim are fighting over their children. He's upset. Kim's upset, and she's filing for sole and joint custody with of the children, and she wants to limit his his
exposure.
Yeah, exposure to the children, because Northwest is on a song with what would he call him? Pookie. So Northwest is in a song with Pookie. Kanye did it without Kim's permission. She told him not to. So now she's trying to take the kids. So now he's kind of bugging out over the children and being in the industry. Like Blue Ivy was on the song. Now Northwest, blah, 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 blah. So
two things to say about that. One thing I would say is it's a wild day when the Kardashians are saying that you're morally there's a moral issue about the family, right?
Well, then he came back and said that she was breeding black children so that she could ease out the black man and influence the black children and have influence on the black culture through her black children. That's what Ye is now saying. So this is where the kids now, this is where he's starting to bring out, conversation about the children.
But isn't he a part of the breeding process as well? Did she didn't breed him by herself?
Yeah, he forgot. That's why I said lithium. Yeah.
That he was involved.
Obviously, not breeding. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, the man has some mental problems, but at this point, then somebody needs to take his phone.
Yeah.
Because let's just talk about what could potentially happen. If there is some problems, which is none of our business when it comes to a man and his children, with Cuzzo and his kids, if there's some issues there, he's probably being protective as a father is being protective.
That's right.
Over his family. And if the father is being protective and the mother is being protective over their children, then by exposing their children to public scrutiny, you are putting them in sort of
harm's way.
And especially a person as famous as Cuzzo. So with that being said, there should be some kind of legal action they can take. Jesus, man. By saying that, what I'm saying is there should be some legal action that they can be able to take to protect the children from this kind of attack from such a major celebrity.
Yeah.
What do you think about all that?
It needs to be said. Now let me stop.
I'm trying.
But this is the thing. I've always told people that just in general, when you allow somebody to do something and it bothers you, but you let it continue, when it gets to a point where it becomes a bigger issue, it's too late. That's the thing with Ye. Ye has been on his whatever he's been on for so long, where people are allowing him to get away with it, so he feels comfortable and knows that if he continues doing what he does and somebody else beefs or somebody else makes a complaint, they look foolish because this is who he is. So it's to a point now where it's like, I mean, I forget who said in the comments, but Donald Trump and Ye are like, twins.
Right.
If you think about it,
I think they're both Geminis.
Yeah, they are, and they probably extra Gemini because they're extra crazy. But it's definitely sad where the only way you can get attention is not only by either lying or exaggerating the situation or just putting something out there that isn't true. I mean, this is like the third time he said that Jay-Z is trying to kill him.
Yeah,
and I'm going to assume that with the type of people that Cuzzo. The type of people that Cuzzo is around, that if that was a situation, something could have happened by now. So and it puts it puts people in the position that they don't want to say something that they really want to say, which is opposite of what he does, and it just creates a situation where, especially when you bring kids into it, it's like like Wu-Tang is for the kids. So but once you cross that line, you can't come back. And me personally, I would have found him by now.
Well, I mean, obviously, we don't advocate any violence over here, but
I do when it comes to kids.
So I guess there won't be another Nigga in Paris Part 2.
I doubt that. I doubt there'll ever be a Nigga in Paris Part 2.
Also, just know that he did put out a list of people that he doesn't like. That's on his hit. He has a hit list, and
you know, Lays is on it.
People's names on there.
Lays is on it.
They're coming out with the new joint. Niggas is beefing. Part 1.
Oh,
has the internet gotten to the point? Has it gotten so crazy to the point? This internet has gotten so much in people's heads that they think that is now real life, and there's no escaping. Look at what's happening with the young kids. The young kids beef on the internet. And they go out there shooting each other.
Yeah.
In tight in skinny jeans and slides. Are we propagating a scenario?
And then go and smoke on their ashes.
How about that?
Right.
He said skinny jeans and slides. Oh God.
Yeah. And they have socks on in their slides too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and the socks are dirty.
Dirty socks.
So are their skinny jeans.
Yeah.
But is this just the pattern of behavior that's happening and the battle for trying to maintain our sovereignty as a Black community or as an urban community, that this is what that is the other, that's the or the either is what's happening over in Ohio, in Lincoln, Ohio, where there is a band of militia that got tired of the KKK out there flipping, and I use it as a segue, out there having meetings and Proud Boy meetings. You know, they said we're gonna load up and we're gonna do what we got to do to protect our community. Has the backlash gotten to the point? Has this yay shit and all this crazy hip hop beefing and guys killing each other has gotten that to the point where it's got so crazy that it's causing almost a militant public enemy self-protectionist backlash? Do you think something's happening like that, Glaze?
I don't know. I mean, I think that militant backlash was going to come anyway. You know, these, and I think especially with Trump in office now, it gave the Will's pills. You know, they got their back up a little bit, and it happened the last time he was up. So now they feel like they run around and say nigga a little bit more,
right?
And you know, I think the militia was needed, and it was time. It was ready, especially after they done ran up in the Capitol, and everybody got pardoned. So niggas is like, well, shit, okay, let's go.
There's been a push for the last 20, 30 years by the NRA to really make gun ownership just an everyday thing. You can go in certain areas and just use your driver's license to go buy.
I think Trump was starting that too. You don't have to have a license anymore to buy that.
Go ahead, Seth.
I've been saying this for years. I think that we as Black people need to have more gun ownership, because one, it makes sense, and two, it makes sense. It
makes sense. You get trained as opposed to just giving the hammer and then he's got it sideways, and you really you shouldn't use a weapon like that, to be honest with you. And if anybody
it's not going to work like
that's trained, that's a trained one. Doing like this, that's not how you use.
I mean,
that's only for videos.
TV stuff.
Right. That's only for videos.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday there was a video of a young lady in Baltimore, and apparently someone knocked on her door, and she came out with the gat in hand. She's running down the street, and she's chasing the girls. She lifts up, and as she lifts up, she fires. The girl over there to the right got hit and dropped. Now she's dead. She wasn't even chasing him. The girls were straight ahead. She hit the girl to the right because she doesn't know how to shoot.
Right.
It takes a special skill for someone to know how to run and pop off at the same time.
Well, the amount of guns in this country is a gun culture. In this country, illegal or illegal gun culture. I would rather see people have legal weapons in this country than illegal weapons, because then they at least can know how to use them. They can go train how to use them, and you can actually. Because listen, the Wills Pills are training their kids at 7, 8, 9, 10 years old.
That's right. My nephews know how.
Even earlier than that.
That's right.
Even earlier.
You, Lays, could I mention something about the Lincoln Heights, Ohio?
Yes, please.
They have been asking their city officials to step in. The officials won't step in, and the officials, instead of having the Nazi guys leave because they weren't even from there, they just came in. Instead of having them leave, what they did was they talked to the Black people. So the Black people, knowing their rights, and most of them out there, Ohio is a open carry state. So the black people was just like, forget it. The reason why really this was done is because the Nazis came to in close proximity of the schools. So the children were seeing this, and the children were becoming afraid. So these, in a sense, are the parents stepping up for their children, since the town officials won't do so. And now they're protecting.
Dave Chappelle said, if you ever want to get the gun laws strict, just have all black people buy guns. And then that'll legal guns, and then that'll change the gun laws. Like Ronald Reagan in the 80s, what he did was he changed the gun laws. They changed the gun laws because niggas was getting guns, and they was going to buy guns. They changed them for the Black Panthers. They were afraid. Once the Black Panthers started to emulate, to really, that was the Black Panther. The Blood and Crips come out of the Black Panthers, to be perfectly honest. And so when they started to arm themselves to protect themselves against all the racism, I mean, this wasn't kumbaya. Everything wasn't we shall overcome. There were black people arming themselves and protecting themselves against racism and against discrimination, against white people coming in. They got tired of the Klan coming in there lynching people. So they said, all right, we're going to load up. Now you come through here, we're going to throw something at you. And now what's happened is we forgot about that. And now the Wills Pills are arming themselves. Trump just pardoned a whole bunch of people from January 6th. So once you start pardoning these people, what ends up happening is you then start to, you get a little goofy. And now we're doing the same thing, but ultimately, as we know how racism is in this country, once we do it, it's going to become illegal again. I think in the meantime, arm yourself. Judge by 12, then laid by 6. All right.
That's right.
So, you better get it now.
I told you a couple of weeks ago when I went to order mine, there was this spot in Virginia, it was like lines of people, because of course I had to wait for my background check to clear, and
you're done.
So many of us coming in there. You
got
around and find out.
The new MOP song, fuck around and find out. I'm gonna save that clip. Fuck around and find out. I'm gonna save that user sampler. But said, you said saying a lot of the January 6th people have committed crimes again.
Yes, one of them is dead. The police shot one of them. Yeah, they're crashing out.
Crash out Thursday. Everybody's crashing.
They couldn't take what was happening in prison, and now they, trying to release. Oh yeah,
Coco Green. Coco.
You know what's up. Good morning, everybody.
Dreams of Coco.
It's Super Show Thursday. Crash out Thursday.
Hey, let's go, Coco.
What is going on out here in these streets?
Yes. Jess Hilarious. I want to say this, Baba. I want to talk to Jess Hilarious real quick because I really want her to understand that we actually care about you, Jess Hilarious. We want you to win the game, huh? Mama Diba, Osabo, Baba.
Not Hubba Bubba.
Baby. Hubba, baby. They will know that I see you on the morning breakfast show. A new show, Jess Hilarious and Troy Mumford are going to have a show together.
Troy is going to rock that. Yes,
Why is Troy catching strays this morning? What is going on?
Oh, man, Troy, he good. Troy good. All right, so good morning. Listen, it's crazy out in these streets. I know you hear all this stuff. It's out of control.
They don't call it March Madness for nothing.
How about that? Come on.
This is crazy. First day of spring. Oh man, the spring is coming today, and it's coming crazy. Pause. It's coming crazy today. So any other? We're tapping on a lot of tea this morning, Coco.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
We're stepping on your toes a little bit, Coco, but I know you got way more.
No, I love it. I love the fact that we're getting ahead of the news and we're having like discussions about it that are worthwhile. Just to recap, I watched Jess Hilarious's live.
Yeah.
and she had on a scarf, and she did look like Madam. What was her Madam? What is? With the eyelashes and all that. Yeah, she got to calm it down. But one thing that she said was something that I thought was noteworthy. She said all of this started happening when she got pregnant. When she got pregnant, she said that a lot of the shenanigans was going on because, employers don't like people. She was saying employers don't like women who get pregnant because, ultimately they have to get, they have to take off. And I think she was insinuating that when she got pregnant, they were on the hunt for her replacement after that. And when they got her replacement, they liked the replacement better than her.
Yeah, you got to protect your business. Number one, this is not. One thing about, and I'm going to talk to my ladies for a second. Women, I want you to understand something. The society is we got to still make the society that you can crash out in. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, iHeartRadio, the Breakfast Club, all those people, they're running the business. They bring in a female a co-host. You got to show up. If you don't show up, right. and now there's a chance that you're not going to show up, and you have all those things against you, there's a high probability they're going to start looking for your replacement. If you start getting pregnant, and that's one, I'm not knocking pregnancy because this, we got to have babies. Women can work in the field having babies, but you still got to run a business, and they got to make sure that the audience can turn on the radio every morning or turn on the television or the phones, and that they're going to get some content in the morning. And you can't expect them to wait for you, or we're going to stop this whole business, this momentum, and all this programming to wait for you to nurse your baby. We got to still keep working out there. So at the end of the day, with all due respect to her, they did the right thing by trying to find a replacement, because they got to make sure that they're all right, and then allow her to crash out, which is what she's done. She's crashed out.
I think that she was fine with the replacement as long as it was temporary, but right. She was not betting on the fact that the replacement was going to be better than her, and that's where the crash out started.
But the thing also is that the replacement is not fair to the young lady who's working hard. Lauren, who's working hard to get a job. So if I'm not showing up to work, but somebody else is showing up to work, I'm gonna give that to the person that I would expect the person that's gonna show up to get the gig, and really, because it's really about who's gonna show up and do the work. We're not gonna wait for you to go to work.
No.
And remember, she was born on as a producer, meaning she's working as a producer on the radio show in the morning. And she's right. Said, go ahead, jump in, because he's saying some really good points.
You forgot I was on the phone, right? No, that was for another day.
I'm trying to be mindful. I have called the truce today because there's so much going on today. I'm trying to be nice. He's baiting me, but I will not take the bait.
No, the thing is, Coco's right. But as they stated that she was brought in as a producer, so she's working on a show anyway. So I think it makes sense that you have somebody who's already working on a show who can do the segment. Now, the problem is she actually does the segment much better. It wasn't as if she was brought on as a replacement. She was basically brought in as a substitution while she was producing, because she's there every day. She's always producing, even when she's not on camera. So Jess is just knows in the back of her mind that, I mean, she had to admit that she is much better because she can actually read. Right. Lord forgive me. Forgive me.
She also has a background in journalism. Yeah, I think she worked for TMZ before she got the Breakfast Club, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, so now let me say this, and this is why I give respect to real journalists. I have a friend who's one of the top. I actually do give respect to Said. He's actually been a journalist for many years. And the amount of time and effort it takes to research stories and do the things you need to do to understand journalism and all these other things, it's a real deal situation. Understanding the news and knowing how to edit stories, and really, even if you want to do it in a way to sway your audience, like CNN or Fox. But journalism is a skill. It's something you have to learn. And you can't just be an internet sensation and think you're going to walk in and be everything you can be as a journalist. This is a craft. And it just really makes you go back to the fact that just like hip hop, just like rapping, just like art, singing, all the things that you do, the craft is important. And what the statement that they're making on the Breakfast Club is like, we really want to defer to the craft. This woman knows her craft. She went to school. She did her work. She stayed behind the scenes. She's still producing behind the scenes. It's a grind work. And it's also a salute to all those young journalists that are in college right now. You know, my boy a friend of mine went to Waco, Texas, worked in small markets, worked his way out to be one of the top play-by-play guys in the country. But he started Howard University, a degree in communications, went to Harvard University to get his doctorate, get his master's and everything, advanced education. These are people, they're saying it's good to go to school to learn your craft. You just can't just come on the internet one day and think you're going to win. Even this show, as we grind out and learn everything about it, it took me 20 years, and still to this day, I am humbled by the work that real broadcasters do. And I sit there studying the craft on a daily basis. How can I be better? How can I get better and everything? Because I'm not assuming that anybody owes you anything. This is a real craft. And salute to the craft. Salute to the craft and kudos to the Breakfast Club for standing on business and allowing that girl to crash out because she's coming out like somebody owes her something. Sit your ass down and go over there. Go back to the internet, which is fine. Go back to the internet and do what you got to do. And really, who cares? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're going to go away. Wendy Williams, one of the most controversial and polarizing figures in broadcasting. There she goes. And broadcasting is by all intents and purposes, just hilarious.
She's just hilarious.
She's a little less hilarious now. But
less hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's her name. Less hilarious.
A little less hilarious. But let me just say this to you. Wendy Williams, one of the most polarizing figures in entertainment and hip hop, at all intents and purposes, is a broadcaster, a professional broadcaster. And it took her years and years and years to be a professional broadcaster. And I give it to Kimberly, who's working on her craft, learning how to. She's had shows before. She's learning how to do it. I give it to Coco, who does real research and talks from a position of knowledge as opposed to just saying shit off the top of the cuff. She's usually actually researching these stories and having conversations. There's a reason why these two on the show, because they complement me and they complement each other and they actually do the work. This is not an easy job, you know, and so salute to the Breakfast Club and to the company that I don't know what company owns that show, and iHeartRadio, those people for stepping in and going, enough bullshit. And then you got the nerve to get pregnant. No, you should just wait. You should be willing to go in and do the work and learn the work first. And then go out there and have the baby, whatever you're going to do. You should be mindful of what your task is. And if that's what you want to do, then go and have the baby. We love children. We love them all. Maybe Kanye West don't love children, but we love children. This nigga crazy.
Hey, ladies, can we do a little small segue there? Speaking of Wendy Williams, she's free. Wendy is now free from her captivity.
All right. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it captivity. I think
she couldn't come out. They wouldn't let her.
They had to protect her from herself in some ways.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to look at it from that perspective. And listen, Wendy's the kind of person you can have this conversation about, and she'll know how to field it. The bottom line is they don't put you in protective custody like that for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't grab you off the street and say, no, we got to keep you from hurting yourself at this point. There may have been something going on, and I'm not allowed to be in that space, but I'm just saying, because I wish her the best, but there may have been something going on that they had to step in and get a guardian. You know, okay, well, now maybe she doesn't need the guardian anymore, and let's hope that she works.
He's
and
free.
Hope she has a happy life. And maybe that freedom should come internally. Maybe she'll have internal freedom.
Absolutely.
and we wish her the best. And said knows more about the Wendy Williams story that he's going to let on today. I know this already.
He's busy showing us his dimples.
Nigga punched himself in the face. I ain't gonna dimple. His face is swollen.
What was the question again about Wendy Williams? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Has she been put in protective custody or that a guardianship? Was it just random that they put her in there, or was there a reason why they put her in there?
I mean, I think there's a little bit of truth to what she's accusing the Guardian and the system of doing, because she appears more cohesive than they've been letting on, especially in recent appearances. Mm-hmm. And in a condition like that, it typically deteriorates as opposed to gets better. Mm-hmm. Right. And we all know with the Britney Spears situation where she was plied with drugs for years, where her mental state went to a different level. I think they would. Like I said, it's my opinion. I think that they were trying to do that as well because of whatever reason. But I think that it was too restrictive. But at the same time, she may have shown signs previously. But I just think that I think it's good for her to finally be let go from the chains she felt that she was in. But at the same time, I still think, like Lay said, that she still needs to be observed. And I think she should just give up the industry at all. Get your freedom and live the rest of your life free, as opposed to trying to get back on TV, trying to do a podcast. Because the pressures of doing that and being successful and a constant attention is not going to be good for her mental health, because the type of person that Wendy is, from my view, is that she needs the validation from the audience, and if she doesn't get it, it might affect her mental state. So I think that she should just get her money and live the rest of her life in comfort. So
she did her work. First of all, shout out to Wendy Williams, one of the best. Again, back to broadcasting, one of the best female broadcasters in the history of this thing right here. You guys, Kimberly and Coco, if you ever get a chance to even study some of her younger work and what she's done,
I've seen it.
Wendy Williams is an excellent broadcaster, but at the end of the day, the work takes its toll. I go through this as a producer, as a guy who's out there touring. I have to think about how much of yourself can you give to an industry, because the industry, besides the little bit of money you make, the industry don't give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? They give it back to you after you're dead. So at the end of the day, I think we wish her the best. We want her to do everything she... Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
I'm just joking, I know.
I'm trying. I'm about to put a picture of it. This motherfucker. I'm trying to. I told the fucking truth.
Sorry.
What he said?
Yeah.
Said trolling.
He can't help himself. He's the original fucking troll, man. This motherfucker, man.
That is trolling this morning.
Literally.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can I tell you that Anthony Marshall from Lyricist Lounge, he's been telling people for years that I was the original troll. He said I used to troll him when Internet first came on board. So when you said that, it just triggered that moment he told me that. So
well, Anthony is my man. Good dude. Shout out to him and Danny Castro from the original Lyricist Lounge. Yeah, those guys are great guys, man. Doing some great stuff, continuously doing great work.
Yeah,
and they're great, man. But listen, hold on for a second. I just want to just put up a picture of Fed as he's working hard to continue his "My Friends Are Better Than Yours."
Oh no!
I'm waiting for this one. I'm waiting for this one.
Oh my God! Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
I'm actually working now, so you'll excuse me.
I have anxiety.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to shout out said the original Black Hobbit.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Honestly, I can't wait for my hair to be all gray. I'm
The
waiting for
original
that.
hip hop leprechaun.
The hip hop leprechaun. The
I'm
original
waiting for my
troll.
hair to turn completely gray.
That'd
Big
be
Sam
nice,
from-
Sad. Come on.
There you
Yeah,
go.
never
George
mind.
Lopez. You gonna do
Join
the George
the
Lopez?
Grays.
Called your ass a black hobbit. Said you gonna go for that?
Listen, you know what? Look at Lays and look at me.
There you go. and the winner is Lays.
The light skin phase was over since I'll Be Sure stopped singing.
Never.
Light skin's never over. Light skin is never over.
Listen, let me explain something. The greatest in any field are dark skin. Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan.
No.
Johnny Gill.
Muhammad Ali.
He said Johnny Gill.
What are you talking about? What is you saying? Johnny Gill.
I love Johnny Gill.
Kobe Bryant. LeBron James.
Says
Michael Jackson when he was 4.
Am I a man? Uncle Luke. Am I a Muppet? Anyway, let's get back to it for a second. So listen. Let's wrap today's up. I mean, Crash Out Thursday.
We're not finished.
Carlton White is crashing out a little bit. Everybody's crashing out today.
He's been crashing out for life.
Yeah, he's been crashing out. Let's talk about snitching. Is snitching a bad thing in the hood? That's what I want to know.
Because I'm if you do it around me, you automatically know. I'm telling. Don't do nothing around me.
Don't do nothing around me.
Listen, let me explain something. See, people have the wrong terminology of snitch. Snitching is when me and Kimberly go into the bank, we rob the bank, and I snitch on her. If I'm telling on Kimberly because she smacked my mother, that's not snitching.
That's not snitching.
The terminology with snitching, especially in the hood, is like, just because you tell on somebody or let somebody know what went on, that's not snitching. It's
right.
telling,
you have
but
to
it's
be
not
in commission of the crime.
Exactly. You have to be involved. You have to be involved. And I hate the fact that. Go ahead, Paul, I'm sorry.
And Charles, in his case,
he snitched. He snitched.
But again, he was 100%. A child. He was a child, first and foremost.
There's no age requirement for snitching.
Snitching ass 5-year-old.
Oh, I'm telling.
I'm telling your mama.
But more people and more guys. Listen, if you see a guy go to jail and he gets out, the guy killed 7 people and he gets out of jail in 6 months. Obviously,
Obviously,
right,
great lawyer.
Glaze, obviously,
if he's eating a burger and fries in the interrogation room, he's snitching.
I ain't gonna say nothing. This is McDonald's.
Pookie hasn't snitched.
Pookie. Well, I think Pookie telling. I think Pookie just holding.
He's telling. He's telling.
There's a lot of forces out there that are applying pressure, probably in Pookie's world. That
applying pressure in prison.
No, Pookie not here by himself.
Applying pressure, all right.
People got family members and all kinds of shit out here. You don't know what kind of pressure is being applied. That's the reality. We don't want to say nothing, but that's what it is. Go ahead, Glaze. What do you think about snitching? What do you think about it?
He's a snitch. Oh, sorry. Tell that.
Sorry. Like you said, if me and you do the crime,
watch yourself. Watch yourself.
If I do the crime with said, I'm telling.
You already did.
I'm telling on you, said.
At 16 years old, is it 14, 15, 16-year-old, with the amount of pressure that the prosecutors can put on a child when he's out there, when you're in there, they got you in a closed room by yourself, all these other things. I mean, the same mindset that'll make you do some stupid shit at that age would be the same mindset that'll make you tell when you're that age. I mean, they don't have the personal discipline to say, I'm not going to tell, when they're saying, we're going to give you 60 years. And that's what they tell you're going to give you 60 years. He's 16 years old. And if you don't say nothing, that's a death sentence. So at the end of the day, a lot of these young kids are telling. And listen, the government uses all its tools and everything it can do to put the pressure on young kids, that's who's really doing the crime. It's not the old guys out there doing shit like that. It's young kids doing it. So when the government is putting that kind of pressure on the kid, he's going to say something. He's going to tell. And he's telling. And that's what's happening now, to where snitching is now popular. These young boys out there, they telling left and right now. And I don't know if I disagree with the whole idea of it all, but I just knew one thing, that we got to do better. Maybe if we stop doing the bullshit, maybe that would limit the snitching. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
They don't have the code.
the biggest snitch of all time.
They don't have the same code we had, and they're a little more sporadic than we were. Back then, we collaborated on what we were doing. We sat down, we talked about it. We knew the crime we were getting ready to go commit, so we knew the outs. These kids are just wilding, so there's no out. So they don't know, so they get caught, and they're like, oh, shit, I didn't think I was going to get caught. We already have to plan if we get caught. Niggas already knew what was going to happen if we got caught. Yo, you going over here, you go here, you go here, call so-and-so, do this. We already had the plan.
Right.
They don't have that. They get caught, and they're like, oh, shit, and I'm telling because I want to go back outside. I'm telling.
Well, you know.
And then you see people like Alpo. Alpo told on everybody, came out, told everybody what you going to do about it. But when he crashed out himself, that wasn't big news. So, you know, they see things, you know, with their young minds, as you said before, they see things and they think they can do the same things.
Well, you do make a good point. I mean, how much at fault are we as entertainers and programmers and all this other stuff by advocating and glamorizing that life? And that point, we're glamorizing that. Go ahead, Seth.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be unpopular. I don't think what Charleston Wright did was snitching. He just explained the situation as it was, based on the opportunity not to go to jail. I think snitching. No. Think about it. Think about my logic. Listen to my logic. My logic is, now, of course, we don't know the situation. We can only based on the video we saw. But if it's a situation where he went to the cops to tell them what it was, I believe that's the definition of snitching. Now, if he was caught up and had to make that choice between telling his truth and avoiding jail because it is still the truth, I don't see that as snitching in the term of how we use snitching.
Right.
Me either, said.
I think it's a really fine line, though, because
definitely.
Wait. Your truth, as you see it, in the commission of a crime, is still your truth, but it also can be still snitching.
Yeah, if he was
and wait. And what I'm saying is, you're saying what you did and not the other person. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. All I'm saying is, okay, now, if like I said, if you're given that choice, like I said, even if you're 54, because if me and Lays do this and I got a chance to continue to be free,
I know you
going down, and then I'm pinning other murders on him.
All I'm saying is I'm knocking you the fuck off early.
If
you shot him, he shot him, and you can't find the bullets. I'm gonna find the bullets for you, the cops.
I'm definitely not leaving no witnesses. I can tell you that.
That's why I can't be involved in crimes whatsoever. I can't take that chance.
If it ever goes down and we get shit, just know that I'm not leaving no witnesses. I'm just telling you. Go ahead and make your will, Big says.
If it ever goes down, buddy. Say you getting out on the corner.
And I'll only get half the time because killing a hobbit is half the time.
You just gonna let Seth out the car.
Wow.
Hey, ladies.
When you kill a half a nigga, it's half the time.
That hurts. You call him half-life? You saying he got half-life?
I'll get half-life. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Hey, ladies, I was just gonna say before you try to wrap up on us, well, I don't want to shout them out like big them up, but man, the Tesla people are crashing the hell out. I mean, it's Molotov cocktails being thrown at dealerships. I mean, they're just lighting them all on fire, everything. And Elon is crying. I mean, sorry, Harry Balls.
Harry Balls.
Crying.
Yo.
He's crying all the way to the bank because all that stuff is insured. He's crying to the bank because everything is insured.
It's probably him doing it.
His stockholders are suing him, so he has more to be crying about than just those cars.
That's another
if the cars are insured, like Glaze just said, everything's insured, so now he's going to get the money back.
I'm going to tell you this I can tell y'all this in the next, maybe in the next 6 months, there's going to be a Will's Pills revolt. They're going to flip on this guy. I'm predicting a Will's Pills revolt. I'm just telling all the Bills, step back, stand down, and stand ready for the
Come on.
Load up.
Eat your popcorn, watch the show, and just mind your business.
Stay on ready.
I'm gonna expect a Kanye wig out by Muskie.
Get your gun now. You better get your gun now.
That's right. Go get your permits before they change the laws. They're gonna change the laws because once the black people start getting guns and really just saying we're gonna go at the same rate as the Will's Pills, they're like, no, we got to change that law. They did it in the 80s, and they're gonna try to do it again. And so just go ahead and arm yourself and just be prepared to protect yourself because this thing may get a little wacky. Because once people start going at each other like this, I'm telling you right now, it's almost like watching a percolate, like a time bomb about to go off. You know what I'm saying, with these guys. Yeah. And I can see E.B. Muskie flipping out because he leveraged his entire shit to win the presidency. He leveraged his entire shit to win the presidency.
He's gonna lose,
and now he's about to lose it.
And one thing about Trizzy is that he don't give fuck about nobody but the money. You see, y'all think Trizzy don't give a fuck about nothing but the money. So y'all better pay attention to this situation as the Will's Pills. Like right now, they are knocking down programs that Will's Pills are losing their jobs left and right. Forget about the brothers losing their jobs. The Will's Pills are losing their job. Right now, they are now trying to dismantle the Board of Education. And
today it's being signed away.
Yeah, they're dismantling the Federal Board of Education.
Not only are they losing their jobs, they're being exposed. They're losing jobs and be getting exposed. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. And as you know, Will's Pills can't take no pressure like the Bills can take pressure. So at the end of the day, y'all just stand down, relax, let all this happen, and just arm yourself, protect yourself. Stop buying bullshit. Like we can stop buying bullshit. Stop buying Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all this shit. They not your friends.
If you're gonna buy a Louis Vuitton bag, you better buy some crypto. You better pick up some portfolio, get some blue chips, because that's where the money's at. What they doing right now, they crashing out because that's how we know volatility runs the market. They drive everything down.
Stop crashing out over Jordans. They killing each other in the Bronx. They killing each other over Jordans.
Why you guys say the Bronx though?
Jordans.
They still the new gray ones they killing. They shooting each other. And if you want them, just buy them and just keep them. But listen, it's sneakers and grown ass people stop propagating sneakers to kids.
Right.
Stop doing it. At the end of the day, you grown. Stop making it like that's the most important thing. It's not sneakers. It's your education. You got to educate these kids. Learn to read, write, all the shit that you need to do.
You got to independently educate these kids because if they dismantle the Department of Education, you ain't gonna have a choice.
That's right.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing that they put the pressure on educating your children to the people in the community who's responsible for these kids.
Yes.
Maybe that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
All right.
I homeschool my kids.
Well,
I homeschooled all three of my kids. And all my kids are graduating college. All my kids are scientists. And we homeschool.
Congratulations.
Come on now.
Congratulations.
I was not putting them in that system.
Also, check this out. You do know that now segregation is ending. And so we now have a chance to, in our communities, come back and do what we were doing back in Black Wall Street.
It's not ending. Segregation is not ending. It's restarting.
Oh, restarting. Yes. Sorry.
Is ending.
Whites only.
Also,
they're going back to whites only.
Who that white woman?
I was a white guy.
Also, you heard about Jackie Robinson and other black
scrubbed off the websites.
Being scrubbed off of the government websites. They're rewriting history. So at the end of the day, it's a great time to let history be no mystery, and let's write our own history now. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, rewrite your own history so that we won't forget. They're trying to make us all forget and stop looking through life through the eyes of the Will's Pills because they're not your friends, B. Understand? They're not your friends. Once you accept and understand that they're not your friend, life is a lot easier. All right? Listen. Thank everybody within the sound of my voice as we crashed out on Wednesday. What a great show. Oh, my God. We had the crew here today. We had Big Said, my man Glaze. Glaze got new music coming out. I mean, the music is hot. I'm listening to it. Let's get to it Monday. I'm going to put it in the set Monday. Y'all wouldn't even, y'all would think, oh, we got classic hip hop. I would throw it in the set.
The music is like its breath?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Make sure you check out My Friends Are Better Than Yours. What you got next coming up, Big Set?
I have a lot of people coming on.
Yay, come on.
Ted's got a new show, Big Shoulders and Short Legs. That's his new show coming up. To the beautiful Coco Dreams, who never shows herself on camera. One day she's going to get on camera. It's going to have
one day. One of these days.
We waiting.
And also to my beautiful co-host, Kimberly Robinson. I'm never going to do you like less hilarious.
But she might do you like she did Charlamagne and them.
No, but see, Big Kim ain't getting pregnant, and that's all. Kim ain't even getting
pregnant. She ain't even getting any.
She ain't even
Kim.
Maybe one day she gonna pop that cherry. We're gonna see what goes down. We're gonna repop that motherfucker. It's no longer
and then I'm gonna have to take off.
It's gonna be more like a boom.
She's gotta take maternity leave after she busts that cherry down.
Or he gonna have to take maternity leave after she give it to him. You gonna go crazy.
Everybody cash app her money for honey packs and all kinds of shit. So she
stop, you slay me.
Next week, Big Sed's having a birthday next week. We'll do a birthday party with Big Sed on Thursday, next Thursday. Yes. We'll party next week with Big Sed. Have a great time. We're loving it today. Hi, this is Lindsay. You did good on your truce today, Lays. You only said 7 jokes about Big Sis. I'm trying to be better. Shout out to the Duchess. She didn't come in today because we giving it a break this week. But we'll be back Mars and Venus a little bit next week.
She didn't come in because she wanted to make a choice between you and I.
Listen. At least I know I'll still have half a relationship if he chooses you. There you go. Y'all have a great weekend. This has been a great show. We're crashing out. Please don't crash out. And one more thing, leave the children out of it. God damn, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang for the babies. Wu-Tang for the babies.
Yeah, come on now.
Don't mess with the babies. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you guys on Monday. Take care, y'all.
Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.